At a popular tourist spot in Paris, everyone is drawn to a beautiful woman who walks starkly naked on the sidewalk. Everyone is so impressed by the woman's bravery that they don't notice a cunning pickpocket stealing their belongings. A while later, the pickpocket, Michael Mason, meets up with the naked woman, revealing that he had arranged for her to be the distraction while he hustled the crowd. Elsewhere, a young woman named Zoe is hanging out in a hotel with her boyfriend, Jean. Jean has placed a bomb inside of a doll and wants Jean to plant the bomb at the office of the French Nationalist Party. Zoe is reluctant to carry on the plan, but Jean charmingly convinces her. Zoe puts on a blonde wig and heads towards the building. She gets in with a little problem and is about to leave the bomb when the building's cleaning crew arrives. Zoe's unwilling to kill the innocent people and walks out with the bomb. She sits on the staircase and calls Jean. She explains the situation and says she will dump the bomb in the nearest river. Meanwhile, Michael scours the streets for his next target when he sees Zoe. He stealthily approaches her, taking advantage of her distraught appearance to steal her bag. Michael is deeply disappointed to see the handbag containing a teddy bear and an analog phone. The phone suddenly rings, and Michael picks it up, hanging up when Jean's voice echoes from the other side. Michael quickly discards the bag and walks off. A few minutes later, the bomb in the handbag explodes, and the impact knocks Michael off his feet. Jean's boss, Raffi Bertrand, and another accomplice, Christophe, hear the explosion. Even though the bomb goes off at the unintended spot, the impact is fearful enough for the citizens, especially with Bastille Day being the next day. Raffi calls the French embassy and informs them that the bomb is the first of many that will bring Paris to its knees in 36 hours. The head of French intelligence, Victor, holds a press release assuring the citizens that all is safe and that Bastille Day parade will proceed as planned. Investigations into the bombing are launched, and coincidentally, one security camera caught Michael discarding the bag. His picture is sent to the Interpol and CIA. Sean Breyer is a CIA agent based in Paris. He has a habit of breaking the rules and not following the code of conduct, which earns him reprimands from his bosses. However, he gets the job done, so the agency refuses to let him go. Sean quickly learns of the bombing, which has claimed 4 civilian casualties. He gets Michael's image and within minutes knows everything about the pickpocket. Michael is an American from Las Vegas, born to a casino boss father and a realtor mother. Michael was an excellent student, but his father's untimely demise left him with substantial gambling debts. Consequently, he had to drop out of high school and has been drifting into various countries committing fraud. Sean quickly traces Michael's apartment using a payphone Michael used to call his mother from. When he arrives, he finds Michael attempting to escape from the roof. He steals a bike and goes to a crowded marketplace, but Sean quickly grabs him and brings him to the interrogation quarters. Sean accuses Michael of being a terrorist and demands to know what organization he is working for. Michael confesses that he had stolen the bag from a woman wearing a blonde wig. Oddly enough, Sean believes Michael. However, he wants to see how great of a pickpocket he is. So, Michael amazes the agent by stealing his wallet and cash in seconds. Jean is with Zoe in his apartment, trying to calm her down as she holds herself responsible for the deaths of civilians. Suddenly, he sees Raffi and Christophe pull up outside the apartment. He fears that Raffi intends to kill Zoe as she is unsteady and might ruin their plans. Jean quickly advises Zoe to run and lay low for a few days. Zoe escapes through the back door so Raffi does not find her. He traces Zoe's location using her cell phone, not knowing that Michael has it. Michael is still in the interrogation room with Sean when Christophe approaches the site and disguises himself as a mailman. Sean quickly catches on, causing a fight and Michael to escape. Christophe and Raffi escape, leaving Sean to explain the situation to his boss, Tom. Tom is angry at Sean for disobeying direct orders as he had been instructed to bring Michael in, not interrogate him secretly. It turns out that Raffi is the head of a special unit called Rapid. He is meeting with Victor when they get an anonymous call about a threat in a nearby mosque. The Rapid team quickly invades the mosque and gets evidence that the immigrants are behind the bombing. Many immigrants are arrested, causing a nationwide uproar in the Islamic community. Meanwhile, Michael seeks out his friend, Baba, hoping to get asylum while everything blows over. Unfortunately, it turns out that Baba has been paid by the authorities to sell out Michael. Rapid soon surrounds the house, but Michael cannot escape as Baba has locked all doors. Michael hides and manages to hide from the team. He runs to the roof, and before a sniper can shoot him, Sean appears and rescues him. He agrees to help Michael clear his name. The only way to do that is to find Zoe. The two find the location where Zoe is hiding. Before they can get to her, Zoe's friends rescue her, allowing her to escape and leaving the two men devastated. Sean knows one of Zoe's friends working in a club, so he asks Michael to try and get the man's identity card. Michael creates a diversion, allowing him to get the man's address. Sean and Michael travel to the address and find Zoe. Zoe agrees to cooperate with Sean after he points out that Zoe Zoe is not a terrorist, but a mere courier. Zoe tells them about Gene, prompting them to visit his apartment. Meanwhile, videos of the police beating up the immigrants start trending on the internet. Many riots emerge, and agitating hashtags are targeted at the police. Sean, Zoe, and Michael get to Gene's apartment, where they find him dead. Sean looks at the hanged body and sees a tattoo on Gene's arm. He puts one and one together, figuring out everything that is happening. He calls his other boss, Karen, and tells her everything. The Rapid team planned the bombing attack as a distraction for something bigger. Unfortunately, Gene, the former captain of Rapid, is dead, so he cannot back up his story. But he is with Michael and Zoe. Karen then arranges to meet the trio the following day. Karen organizes with Victor a plan to take Michael and Zoe into protective custody. After confirming the trio's location, Victor shoots Karen, showing that he is the mastermind of the whole operation. He shares the location with Raffi and instructs him and his team to kill the trio. He also reveals that the online videos and threats are part of his plan. Now, thousands of protectors are walking toward National Bank. Consequently, Victor announces that Rapid will be protecting the bank. Sean and Zoe quickly realize that the men sent to pick them up are part of the Rapid team. Sean quickly beats up a few men, allowing him to take control of the van. Today is Bastille Day, and Sean figures out Rapid's main plan. They intend to rob the Bank of France and get away with it due to the unrest of the country. Sean calls Tom and informs him about all this. Tom is reluctant to believe that Victor could betray his country in such a way. Seeing that he has no other choice, Sean decides to fight the thugs alone. He drives to the bank, where thousands of protesters have assembled. This was part of Victor's plan, as it would allow Rapid full access to the internal security. Sean instructs Michael and Zoe to wait in the car while he goes inside the bank. Rapid has already started its plan by deactivating all security cameras and measures. They start transferring the bank's entire monetary reserves digitally. Meanwhile, Sean is found out by the team, and they start tracking him. Michael and Zoe hear Sean's predicament over a stolen police radio and decide to help. They start another riot that causes the protesters to enter the bank and attack the police officers. This allows Sean to infiltrate the bank and stand alone with Raffi and the remaining henchmen. A fierce fight ensues in which Sean kills most men, and only Raffi remains. Raffi gets a call from Victor, who wants to abort the mission, but Raffi claims it to be too late, as the money, 500 million euros, has already been transferred into a flash drive. Raffi threatens to take Victor down with him if he betrays him. Sean advises Michael to use his pickpocketing skills and grab the flash drive from Raffi. When Raffi realizes the drive is missing, he holds Zoe hostage and threatens to shoot her unless Michael appears. At the same time, Victor orders the police to shoot Raffi as he has received information that Raffi is corrupt. Following Raffi's death, all other members of Rapid are arrested. Victor receives an award for bringing down the criminal and corrupt police syndicate. Since Michael is still missing, Victor does not enjoy his glory and peace. He reaches out to Baba and asks him to tell Michael a buyer is interested in the drive. Michael meets up with Victor, who will give him $100,000 and a passport in exchange for the drive. Michael agrees to the terms, and the two walk down a basement. Victor talks about the heist and removes his gun to shoot Michael. Suddenly, he is surrounded by Sean and other police officers as Michael lures him to get a confession. Victor is arrested, and Michael celebrates. Click on one of the two videos on your screen right now.